Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Starflight. So we got one more lead we can follow up. Actually, it's not the only lead, but the other one to follow up is right in the middle of ULEX space, which we'll not be going to just yet. Although I suppose we could. We do have the cloaking device. But nonetheless, we are going to go to Coan 3. We've been given coordinates for that. It's really hard for me to concentrate on this code wheel while I'm talking at the same time. Yes, so we've been given, where is it? 112 by 200. But we might take a shortcut to that, because we can. Because it's quicker and easier. Down this way, I think we've already used this particular link flux. Let's just have a quick look while we're here. 112 by 200 is way up here. Right up there. That would take 8 fuel to get. We'd end up going through Zoology space, and I think it overlaps into Spemin space as well. Not that we really care too much about Spemin. We could go with this link flux that's here. We'd cut it down a little bit, but there's a better way. If we come down this one, 126 by 87. X didn't accept my down presses then. And then from here, there is one just up this way a little bit. Hang on, I'm going to have to try and find it. It's not far from where I am there. Was it about 168.93, something around there? 170 by 93, perhaps? Let me try 170 by 93. Yes, right there. So now this takes us way up here. All the way up here. We are still in Zoology space, of course. Anywhere we can go here on the way? Well, we can go to this yellow one here. That's at 149 by 173. I'll go away. I don't really feel like handing over all my Endurium to you, Zoology, at the moment. The only reason to come in here is because I think there's a colonisable world up here, and that's pretty much my only source of income at the moment, really, basically because I'm not bothering to do much mining. Only because I know that they're there. I mean, if this was your first playthrough, you would definitely be doing quite a lot of mining. You wouldn't be nearly as far through as I am, but that's because I know where everything is already. If you have to follow all the clues, it takes quite a long time. Plus there's something just slightly relaxing about just not really doing anything. Nitrogen, oxygen, water, 0.79, tropical and calm. Just sort of roaming around a planet there and just picking up stuff. Not worrying about what's going on in the wider universe. Or if you're really bored. Okay. So from here we can do a quick hop to... there's a red star just here. That is 128 by 187. Seems like I get a little bit of frame. What did I say? 128 by 187 was it? Yes. Seems as if I get a bit of frame drop whenever there's stars going past. I noticed that at the 4 seedlings inside that nebula. Just, I mean, you wouldn't expect a bit of frame droppage from something running in EGA. Slightly unstable. You'd think that modern hardware would be more than capable of running something like this. Nitrogen, oxygen, water, 1.06, temperate and calm. So we can log that. 128, 187, 1. I do have vague recollections. Is there even any landmass on this? Vague recollections of, I don't know, probably about 10 or so years ago. Yes, there is land on the poles. Trying to run this game, I didn't have the... I didn't know anything about DOSBox. I think I was just running it natively under Windows. And it was so fast that it was... As soon as you come up against any hostile aliens, they just kill you within a fraction of a second before you've got time to do anything. Minerals are only 17, and iron being the most prominent. Probably not worth doing any mining there. There was that rumour that M-class stars there have the most chance of ancient ruins, but I think I'm going to that one, yeah, 112 by 200. Now I'm not exactly sure which aliens dwell up here. There is on the paper map a nice big circle denoting somebody's empire. I do not know who it is, so I'll probably try and avoid them. So we got a couple of ocean planets here. I think it did tell me, maybe it didn't tell me which one it was. I've got 112 by 200. Oh, Cohen 3, obviously. Duh. So that would be this one. I'm guessing. Anyway. Nitrogen, oxygen, water, lots of life forms, lots of minerals. 1.4G, tropical and moderate. That's actually loggable. So we can log that, and we'll call it Cohen 3, because I'm pretty sure that's what I'm orbiting. So if I 59 north, by 64 west, I went to press enter then and completely missed. And yet they put me in charge of an interstellar spaceship. And, oh look, we landed right on top of the thing. And there's some ancient ruins there, there's life forms everywhere. So, a red cylinder. There's no message there. But while we're here, we can grab some stuff. A big plant-like life form with gnarly multicoloured surface. It has big multicoloured vines. It appears to be sessile. I remember looking up the word sessile when I was first playing this. Don't remember what it means, but I do remember looking it up. I think it means not moving or something, doesn't it? Maybe. Or possibly I'm just showing my ignorance. These are very small life forms. We can certainly pick up a red herring. 50.1, just so that you can't actually use it. It will be too big to fit in the thing. See, not enough room, even if we're completely empty. Plus it's already been analysed. The cheeky buggers. I do not remember that at all. Don't remember ever seeing that thing. But given that it's called a red herring, yeah. Life form already caught it. See, I knew that happened. Red herring. That's funny. I do not remember the red herring in this game. But you've only got 50 cubic meters of space in the ATV, and they've deliberately made it 50.1 without analysing it. You shouldn't know that it's worth 32 grand. The tricky bugger. Tricky buggers. And our cargo's full, so I'm not going to spend time capturing life forms. Alright. Well, that's pretty much that. That was all we came up here for. We are not far from Crystal Cone. We were given system 20 by 198, first planet. I got coordinates. Was that in one of these messages here? Doesn't matter which way you scroll, you'll definitely go the wrong way, won't you? See. This is an obsession of the Veloxian, is known as them as the small egg. Here we go. The crystal cone. This is needed to identify from orbit the location of the control nexus, and is known to be at coordinates 29 south by 55 west on the first planet in system 20 by 198, but this is deep in Ulek space. So, yes. Now that is not far from here. We could in theory get it, but there's actually a better way to get it. If we're a bit lucky and a bit careful at avoiding detection. Although, for that matter, I'm not sure that the planet might be guarded. So, the thing is, with the Ulek, one or two of them I could probably take. I've got my ship's as well equipped as it can be. So one of them maybe I could take, perhaps two. If there's a fleet of them, like that, which would probably be guarding planets, then that's just instant death, even with a cloaking device. Nope. Alright, well, that's kind of all we came up here for, and that's only been a quarter of an hour, so maybe we could go and interrogate some Spearmen. We're not far from their space. What all? So 20 by 198 is, of course, way over here. Oh, it's inside a nebula. So in theory my shields won't work, but we've already learned that that doesn't seem to be the case. Now the Spearmen we learnt are in here somewhere. I think the Veloxy told us, I think. So what we might do is we might head down to the Spearmen, get all aggro on them, just in case, and we'll see if they want to tell us anything useful. Hang on, let me get some coordinates first. One about 80 by 149. I probably won't go into the nebula. But we can head sort of down this general direction. Of course, we sold off the Winding Orb, didn't we? Or the dodecahedron, sorry, that's the one that attracts the attention. So we'll have to putter around, see if we can find any ships. Here we go. X4, Y minus 1. I think that's about this way. Am I in? I don't know, how close am I to... I'm up here. Yeah, pretty sure that's Spemin territory, but... there we go. Who are you? Are you Spemin? Are you someone else? Receiving. He is naming Captain Vopuxi of my... Oh, yeah, I don't really want to talk to you guys. Not yet, anyway. There's a way to get them much friendlier. But I haven't found the clues that lead me in that direction yet. We have, of course, mentioned Harrison's base. Or Harrison something stole something from them, I think they said. That's the chain that we need to follow. The problem is I've got to find the start of the chain. Where are you now? Are you guys hiding? Yeah, this is the general area of Speminage. We may or may not have to shoot them. Down this way. Here we go. 3 ships. Oh, most fortunate of occurrences, the return of the Supreme Beings. We lay down our powerful defensive screens to show you our good intentions. If that's the Spemin, I haven't even threatened them yet. Last time I spoke to them I was being obsequious and they were all, oh, we're so much better than you. Pretty sure that is Spemin too. So maybe they just see that my shields and shields are up, weapons are armed. We are prepared to spare you if you comply with our demands. Of course, we were just joking about blowing you to pieces. Smurg, smurg, smurg. Isn't that a funny joke? We want some info about general info. And hopefully you can give us something useful. There is a secret way into Ulek territory for the jump points. The first jump point is at 106 by 139, the second is at 64 by 186, and the third is at 35 by 186. Do not try to do this though. Anyone but a master Spemin navigator would get lost. Alright, you have forced it out of us. We have heard of the existence of a Veloxy focusing stone on the first planet of the system 81 by 98. We have been unable to... we have chosen not to find it, though. I think that's new. It's on the first planet. And I don't think I'm that far from there, either. Give me more information. I demand it of you. We Spemin are wise beyond imagining. For example, we happen to know that the ancients built a device called a crystal pearl, which automatically warps a critically wounded ship out of danger. This is just one of many things we know. You going to tell me where it is? There's a secret. Well, that's the same stuff. Alright, let's ask about other races. We do not know a great deal about other races. For some strange reason, they tend to stay away from us. Of course, we will gladly tell you what we know. The Veloxy are an arrogant race of insects. We have found that by pretending to worship them, sometimes they will not destroy us. Of course, you must not think we are only pretending to worship you, Hollister. I give you the Spemin word of honour. That's a useful hint, actually. There is a race of machine humans. We do not understand their behaviour. There is also the plant race and the reptile race. These races hate and despise each other. They fight and kill. This we understand. If you are obsequious to the Velox and keep giving them bribes. The Gazertoid are a race of aquatic creatures who are what you might call insane fanatics. They believe it is their destiny to cleanse the universe of, if we may use their term, blaspheming, heretical, low-life, air-breathing scumdogs. If you suck up to the Veloxy, they'll be super friendly with you and tell you stuff. But there's another way to do that. The focusing stone. As you must know, the Numlocks and Phlegmac were the first races to attack from the core. Later came the Ulek and the Gazertoid. When the old empire spurned us, their loving and devoted children, we were forced to pretend allegiance with the Gazertoid. All the Gazertoid ever do is spout their religious rhetoric. Being diabolically clever, we have managed to convince them that we are water breathers. We have done this by sitting in pools of water whenever we communicate with them. The Gazertoid possess effective shielding against missiles. It is necessary to attack them with lasers. Our brilliant scientists are working on this puzzle. They are just on the verge of a major breakthrough. Of course, the Gazertoid are really no match for our warships. In fact, they copied the design from us. The Ulek, on the other hand, come a little closer to matching our strength. That is an ungainly looking ship. We have tricked the Gazertoid into telling us many things. We happen to know all about the Ulek. Not many races know about the Ulek, but of course no other race has the awesome mind of a Spemin. We must go now, but we have enjoyed chatting with you. Drop by again sometime. Yeah, the Veloxy. Apparently you can be obsequious to them and keep giving them bribes of Injurium, and they'll start telling you stuff. But that focusing stone that has been mentioned, I'm pretty sure that's the one that they want, that Harrison stole. That's another way of doing it, and that's the way I'm taking, because I don't feel like giving them all my Injurium. Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. Are you running away from me? Do I have to find more? Perhaps we could head to 81 by 98. They did give me planetary coordinates though. So it's a good lead, but X1, Y2. It's a good lead, but I don't have direct location on the planet to land. Talk to me. I demand more information. There we go. It's probably the same ones. Greetings, mighty and powerful allies of the also mighty and powerful Spemin. We are both mighty and powerful. Is it not a good thing that we are the best of buddies who would never harm each other? We have no patience for your foolishness. You will cooperate with us or you will be destroyed. We believe that you are truly a kind and peaceful race who would not really harm us. This is true, isn't it? No, it is not. Tell us about the old empire. I beg your forgiveness, but I do not know about this. Perhaps you would like to know more about us Spemin. Well, tell me about some general info then. Alright, you are forced out of us. No, we've already heard that one. What about the ancients? There are many ruins of the ancients in Spemin territory. In fact, there is a great city of the ancients in a nebula just outward of our home planet. Of course, this is secret, and any Spemin would die before he would reveal this. Given that I'm pretty sure we've been told where the Spemin homeworld is, so we can find that. But not just yet. That's the same thing. Well, keep going about other races then. The Ulek are not many creatures, but one. It is simply spread out in space. The Ulek have a central mind ganglion. It is a massive thing buried deep within a planet. If it was destroyed, the Ulek would be helpless until another one developed. See, this is interesting information. To destroy an Ulek mind ganglion, it is necessary to destroy an entire planet. Of course, we could destroy an entire planet if we chose to. Unfortunately, we have a law against destroying planets, so some other fearless, powerful race shall have to do it. If you tell me where their homeworld is, I'll do it. The mind ganglion planet of the Ulek is in the life-bearing planet in the system 55 by 32. Destroying it should be a trivial task. We are almost tempted to do it ourselves. Very, very important. We do not know a great deal about other... Yeah, we've heard all that. Guess all they've got left is about themselves. Certainly our races have been friends since ancient times. In the War of the First Wave, we fought as allies against the Phlegmac and Numlocks, side by side, back to back, singing our songs of friendship. Our race worships and honours your kind. How wonderful it must be to be stiff and upright. We look upon you almost as gods. No, as more than gods, as, well, whatever is more than a god. In the year 2675, the old empire discovered our homeworld and uplifted us from a state of moral, intellectual and emotional depravity to the divine state we are in now. We have been meaning to thank you. We have been unjustly picked on by all of the other races. We mean well and only want to be liked, but all the other races in the galaxy keep misinterpreting our intentions and blowing up our ships for no reason. We must leave now so that we can go and spread word of your greatness among our Spemin brothers. Farewell, good friends. That's enough. We don't need to worry too much about them anymore. I think we've got all the info we need. They've given us the route into Ulek territory directly to their homeworld. They've given us where their homeworld is. All we need now is a bomb to blow up a planet. Hang on, 81 by 98, that's what I'm looking for, yes. Not that I can actually do anything there, but 81 by 98 is... there! Is there anything on the way there that I need to worry about? No, there isn't. So there's probably not much point actually going there just yet, until I get some planetary coordinates, so what I'll do is I'll head back home and I'll probably call that an episode. So we'll just get there. Is it 125 by 100 something? Check the new messages. Ooh. Yes, I do have that link flux, that's fine. And there. Slightly unstable still. Docking. Science officer. You don't disembark with the science officer. Okie dokie. Let's go all the way up here. Evaluations. 40,000 for that one. 35,000 for that one. 40,000 for that one. End of evaluations. 18th of Feb. We have just lost another of our ships. This time it was in the coordinates 192 by 152. Any ships in this area may wish to investigate, but we advise extreme caution. So, what's it? 192 by 152. 192, 152. Not much. Well, there is, but that's for later. So, next message. Due to an increased demand resulting from stepped-up colonisation efforts, the price of endurium has been raised to 1,500 moos per cubic metres. Just write down 192 by 152. We may investigate that at some point. End of notices. So that's that. Now we can go and sell off all this junk. We did find it. Yes, we found the red cylinder. This seems to be an orbital scanner of some sort. We're not sure what it's tuned to locate, though. Yep, that's all we need. That. We didn't get any minerals, but we can sell off these life forms. So even this one that's nearly 31 cubic meters is not even worth 3,000. We'll buy a bit of endurium. We'll buy 50 of that. We'll go and do some training of our crew. My ship's already at full. So who have I got? You're there. How much is this going to cost? Probably lots. This is purely for backup purposes, and also because I've got no other real use for the money anymore. Obviously, if you're starting this game from scratch, like as in your first playthrough, you'll need to save your money. You'll need be much slower earning money. You won't be just going straight to colony planets like I have been doing. In fact, you can probably get away with not even training up backup replacement crew. Oops, 29. Now how much can we do with that? Not many. So you only get to 100, so you're pretty terrible at that. No, actually I didn't want to do that. I wanted to train you. 17, and you 17 in that. That's everyone trained up to full now. We've trained Hollister, yes. And of course, poor Crichton can't be trained. Learning rate of 0. Androids can't be trained. So that, I guess, is that. Yeah, that's it for this episode. We've got a couple more leads. Some other things we can go and look at. But that'll be for the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.